Good deeds gone wrong. According to Reddit, number 15. Well, goddamn, it started me at 16. When I dropped my rate significantly to help a struggling family with childcare, blended family needing to find childcare for their emotionally damaged children who had been hospitalized by the mom's boyfriend. Well, damn, this just seems pretty heavy. You know what I mean? Both parents worked, and my wages were paid through a charity scheme. It was hell. They were utterly useless as people, let alone parents, and they took the piss and ended up basically doing nothing with the house or the children, and ended up owing me nearly $2,000 due to them committing benefit fraud and pocketing what they should have been passing on to me. The final straw was when they asked me to babysit that night as they needed to go out on the lash because it's been stressful, whilst telling me that they could not afford food, let alone be able to pay me. Never again will I fall for such a sob story. Well, I'm having some connection issues. Give me. Hopefully that sorted itself out with little to no interruption. I still might tell people in the chat to refresh if necessary, and hopefully everything will be kicking out old school. That being said, for anybody who is watching the stream after the fact and you want to be a part of every stream, in the description is a link to the Discord, and I implore you to check that out so that you don't miss notifications of when these go live. Boy, look at us. We're traveling up to number 14. Me and my girlfriend were leaving a McDonald's and pulling up to a stoplight. There was this homeless man there that we've seen around the area before, ever since we moved here, and my girlfriend decides that she's never given anything to this guy, and he's always there, so we give him one of our McDoubles. He comes up to the car, says thank you, walks back to his corner as the light turns green, and just tosses it on the road right in front of where we're driving. What a son of a bitch. We paid for that McDouble, and out of the kindness of our heart, you've made it trouble. Ugh. Meowth, that's right. I can't even. Some people, ugh. Okay, so for the sake of clarity, the question being asked tonight is, what's your man, F it, I'm not helping anybody moments, you know what I mean? Which is to say, like, I guess good deeds that backfired? That's probably a better title. But I needed it to fit so that when Flanders says, aw hell, diddly ding dong crap, it like doesn't cover it up. I think backfire would have went over that, It's fine. This is only for you guys anyway. It's not like this is for people that are searching all over the internet for these kind of things, okay? They're fine listening to robots, and that's the way it needs to stay. This channel's too spicy, guys. Never you forget. As we continue up to number 13. Somebody put one of those free item sites on Facebook that she needed an outdoor playscape. What the hell is a free item? Is that like a thing where people on Facebook, I guess, are looking for what people are giving away? It's like I don't know, kind of like a Craigslist, but it's like a just come take it type situation. Hopefully, contextually. My kids are now older, but we have this cool plastic little Tykes fort that was in great condition. It had a slide and a little play area, perfect for the age that her kids were. I drive up. I drive a pickup truck, so I even offered to deliver it. She went full choosy beggars on me and said that she was looking for a more elaborate one with more things to do. Bitch, you getting this for free, and it's not good enough. Okay. Like the giant wooden ones? Good luck, lady. I'm done with you. It's not just that you could have had this, right? But you could have had it delivered. Some people, it really bothers me. I guess that's life at the end of the day. Out there, you know what I mean? I almost want to read the comments on this one. I definitely had a negative experience with the free cycle groups. People always get so weird when you give something away for free. They act like they're doing you a favor to take your things when they're the ones who asked for it. Like, dude, yeah, you saved me a trip to Goodwill, but otherwise I'm giving it away anyway. Well, what do you say? I think it would just turn me cruel inside. And I think that's the truth of the matter, you know? Cops, in many cases, abuse their authority and go a little bit too far. But as you've heard me say on stream before, I imagine that many police officers start off nice, start off good, start off decent, and, they try to uphold the law to the best of their ability. It's only over time, in dealing with people that you learn are just sons of bitches, that you become callous. It's not an excuse for them abusing their authority, using excessive force, and pretty much just like going against the law because they know they can get away with it. But I want to say that sometimes I get it, man. People suck. Which is why the best way is to kind of operate dealing with as few as possible. And maybe if you're lucky, then wherever you're geographically situated, you'll be able to find some people who don't suck through school or through work. Maybe you're an enthusiast and you go out to play a sport or go to a gym or a club or something like that to flex your little hobby that you're into, and other people are there that you identify with. But other than that, man, people are scared your bitches. So be careful, because, these people can ruin your life. Number 12. I have a neighbor across the road who extended I have neighbors across the road who we extended ourselves to help out because they had young kids and seemed to be struggling. Why I gotta get that involved, baby? Well, they were really starting to take advantage of us to the point where we couldn't walk out of our house without them literally yelling for us because they needed a phone, a ladder, some money, someone to drive them somewhere, diapers. Our Wi-Fi password? Yo, like I said, man, some people are just pushovers. Y'all need to learn when it's time to say no. What you mean the Wi-Fi password? You trying to get my internet shut off? I'ma just give that away to somebody? Y'all got me fucked up, baby. Y'all got me fucked up. Jesus. This started happening every day and multiple times a day, and until you said no, it was going to continue to happen. Y'all got to learn to stop. It became ridiculous and oppressive. They have since pulled that shit with everyone else on our road, wearing out the generous person that comes next. Once you realize people are merely moochers and are content to remain so, that's when you're done. Yeah. Some people need to realize a little bit faster than others, you know what I mean? Jeez. I mean, we're all moochers, in a way, but not by definition because we're willing to earn our keep. So that's when we stop being moochers, when we're willing to, go the other way. You know what I mean? But Jesus Christ, some people just trying to get that free ticket? No, please. And it sucks. It sucks that everybody seems to be so considerate, compassionate, so against confrontation, so willing to tolerate people's bullshit that they're going to sit through your multi-level marketing fucking pitch meeting, you know? That's above and beyond. I don't know why some people are that nice. Guys, where can I find these people so that they can buy me a PS5, okay? I will pass the savings on to them.
The savings of what?
The savings of life, okay? I'm saving them in a way they can't even understand. Belle says, Karen's trying to get people to watch their kids for free or next to nothing genuinely terrify me. Because you know they don't care about them kids, boy. It's really all about them trying to capture their youth or whatever it is that they need to accept that is not their life anymore because they have kids. Ha ha. Ha ha. You ever know some people so boring and unbearable that they might as well already have kids? You know, might as well already be a mom, a single mom, you know? Jesus Christ. Why? Whoa. Just gonna dump your kids on somebody. You don't even know them. You don't even know them.
That happened to my friend.
Sasuke is Cool says Faint by Linkin Park. Why you invoking that song? You know how many times I listened to that in high school, Dia?
Too many times.
That was the dawn of the internet. That was one of the first YouTube videos I had on repeat. What is Faint by Linkin Park looking like right now, view wise? Sorry. All right, it's enough. I am a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of disregard. Do you think this is the real one that they had like forever ago? 292 million views. I don't know. Sounds like that's just my amount of views, Dia. You know what I mean? Is this showing me how many times I've watched it? Jesus Christ.
Gosh, ew.
What? That's how I laugh now.
No. Just the fact that there are so many people in the comments of different songs that I've found that say, "Oh man, does this reflect how many times I've watched this?" And then they.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was the joke. Joke is that it was just like a basic comment.
And
you know what I mean?
It made me cringe because I've seen way too many.
My favorite comment is just something referencing the year and going, "Who's here in 2020?" Okay, yeah. But of course, this one's actually just going to be overflowing with Chester being dead and rest in peace. We miss Chester stuff, so that sucks. It's crazy to think that honestly, in a few years, all of the people whom we love will probably be dead. So going to their music videos online will be filled with rest in peace comments. It's tragic, but it's reality. We're getting up there, guys. We're getting up there.
Pandaren is starting work at Costco. How is that going?
Pandaren says they're starting work at Costco. I'm glad to hear that you have a job that you'll need to learn how to hide from people in the midst of. You know? I hope that you can train yourself to hide and find Kyle a PlayStation 5. Learn to hide and find out why and where my PS5 reside. Okay? I believe in you. Belle says, I saw one post in the neighborhood Facebook group of this woman justifying offering $1 an hour for babysitting by saying you're only just going to be on your phone the whole time anyway. You know, this world's taking its toll on me, man. Okay? It's killing me. Rolling up to number 11, the day that I realized that no one wanted to help me in return. Yup. It's all what's the word? Like a one-way street, you know? You know, they're willing to demand things from you, but if you needed the help, they're too busy. They can't get around to it. You know, let them check their schedule, things of that nature. It's not about doing something for someone to get something back. I will always help whoever I can that needs it. But when the same people consistently ask for help or money or what have you, without actually wanting to help you, when you need it, or to hang out or be friendly in general, it's a huge red flag. Some people can't even be bothered to be friendly. Hit you up only when they bored or when they need something, and then, immediately just like, oh, I'm not even moving you. Okay. Interesting. Curious. I hope you guys are having an interesting day, and that nobody's giving you any BS, and that you can just kind of get away from it all, God forbid, when you get home, you be able to just kick it, unwind, prepare for the next day, for the onslaught that will be the next terrifying, anxiety-inducing day. Just take some time to get naked, to bounce, to shake, to squeeze, to be free. Be happy, be perky. Be the hentai character you've always wanted to be in the Kyle Reserve. That's kind of like a variation on an army commercial. So, you're welcome. It's all for you. It's all for you. Number 10, we have helped out my sister-in-law a few times with money and bills. This sounds like a formula for disappointment. It was never a lot. It was just $50 here, $100 there. That shit adds up. Do that shit 4 times and it's what? A PlayStation 5. Usually for bills to avoid services being cut off, we would help her. I'm usually the more heartfelt one in the marriage, but I ended up being the one to have to put my foot down. I went over to her apartment once. She had 2 big flat screen TVs, a new couch, new fridge, kids on a PlayStation, or whatever console she got them. It was all Rent-A-Center stuff. Oh my God, she doesn't own it. Ew. But that was the end of it for me. I didn't pay any of those things for myself, or I didn't have any of those things myself, not to mention the incredibly bad financial decision that those things were with high interest rates. Part of me felt like I was taking food out of her kids' mouths, but realized that no, her poor decisions were what was doing that. What I love, my dude, what I love is that this dude was stupid enough to be funding her, like, you know what I'm talking about? Funding her bitch ass like, you married, like that's your kid. That ain't your child, that ain't your spouse. What's the real explanation? People just suck. Of course they're gonna take advantage of you if they can. I feel like it sucks that people need to learn the hard way that people will test the boundaries of what they can get away with. And it's not just enough for them to keep doing that thing over and over and over. They're going to keep pushing until they can get further. And that sucks, but it's the way that things go sometimes. Oh boy. Don't let it happen to you. Love yourselves. Believe in yourselves. Believe that you're worth more. And, don't put up with anybody's shit, boy. If you're non-confrontational, here's what I don't understand, okay? I'll be real about it for a second. I do believe that women ghost people as naturally and effortlessly as they blink. It's happened to every man thousands of times. It's happened to me thousands of times. Some people just stop talking to you. And they have a life that you are not on their totem pole as it pertains to. And that's the way that it's going to end up going. It's not even like a personal thing in many scenarios. Sometimes I'm sure realistic things happen where people are losing people, or they're shifting in a way where they may have to move overnight because of their own bad decisions. Maybe they're falling into drugs. You know what I mean? Maybe some dude they fucking around with shoot a baby all up inside of that pussy, and now that's the rest of their fucking life. Of course they done talking to half of these corny motherfuckers they were talking to before. You feel me? But the bottom line is, if y'all can flip a light switch like that and stop talking to people, what the hell's keeping you from saying no, from shutting other people down? It's very confusing. So, hey, I guess it's all about who people are willing to break their own backs for, even though they should be intelligent enough to know that person wouldn't break their back for them. you know? And as this list has already highlighted or emphasized, we can say, yeah, not all the time should we be doing something exclusively because we expect them to repay us or to do that back, but it's nice to know that the bridge goes both ways, as opposed to just one person going crazy, being excessive, and the other person not caring. I have like IGN deals or some shit like that, which was a thing that's supposed to notify me if things get, you know, loose with the PS5s. And it's like, boy, you better be watching tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, bro, we'll see. Number 9, we were asleep one night with the windows open. We wake up because there's a huge, we wake up one night because there's a couple walking down the road arguing. The girl is closer than the guy. Next thing we know, the girl is banging on the door, begging to come in. We call the police. When they get there, the couple is gone. They tell us that's a common ruse being used in the area so that they can get you to open the door so that they can rob you. You know how the song goes, Dia. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, get on the floor. Walking the dinosaur is code for robbing you.
Who does that song?
Who sings that song?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why? Why you ask?
I feel like we should know who they are because they're pretty famous.
Are they? Are they? How they famous if we only know that one song? Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Was not was? Listen, whoever this is sure as hell not popular. Boom, boom, acca-lacca-lacca. Who? You know what I'm talking about? Listen, you can't name one other song by Was Not Was because I don't think there was any other songs. Huh? See what I did there?
My goodness.
Yeah.
Master of words.
The wordsmith, the lyricist, poppin' blouses. The bras come flying off. You know what I'm talking about? There was, not was, another hit. Or was there? Why did Sarastina write? Queen Latifah, you damn right you better retract that message. Kind of blasphemous shit you writing in the chat. You people. CB3 says, I've had girls do that to me, but hey, that's life. Yeah, man, people gonna ghost you. That's what they do. Boy, people do that. You know, guys do it too. Shit. It's not a big deal when the guys do it because it's not like we talking, but it can still hurt. We used to play Halo together and now it's like you don't even know me. Remember when we got the Spartan swords together? As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 8. Yeah, nice and decisive. After working free of charge as a freelance graphics artist to build my portfolio and having a client basically make the most minor of adjustments and constant revisions, 4 posters, which should have taken me a day tops, ended up taking me 3 months. And when they wanted posters times 4, I wanted money. And then they just ghosted me. Lesson learned. It's a shame y'all had to learn it, you know. This way, I mean, girl, damn. You see what I mean? Some people, they gotta learn the lesson the hard way. You know, you're a lady and them things are perky. Yeah, you can learn the lesson the hard way. A boom shakalaka. Or boom boom akalaka blaka boom. You know what I'm trying to say? Y'all know what I mean when I say that? That's all I'm saying.
Man, you make my notes good.
Boom boom akalaka boom. I want to hit Belle with that, with her Mario coin over here. Belle says,
I've only ever ghosted someone if they have made me genuinely fearful for my own safety, Kyle. I mean, it was so big and girthy, I was like, I better fucking run. I am pretty non-confrontational as I am terrified of making anybody angry with me, but I do have my limits, as I said, Kyle. and you were exceeding those limits. Oh.
Sarastina says, what would a Kyle dance be? You know what, Belle? I don't know how to give you like a thumbs up right now, but I wish I could. I'm like looking at my keyboard to see where the up arrow is. It's the 6. It's the 6 key. Oh wait, she wrote booba. What the fuck is that? Is that a new kind of tea?
Is she talking about the show, the Boobas?
I'm done. I don't want to hear any of that. You're such a bubbly nightmare. I don't know what the boobas are. I don't want to know what they are. And we're moving on with this freaking list right now, dude.
Boobas.
If I can make everything sexy and delicious because of this thick, swollen, freaking throbbing thing, you can make everything corny and bubbly and rainbows, and I'm over it, okay? Yeah, we're gonna do this, what's it called? Like a 911 dispatch thing later. It's gonna be hilarious. You know? And I'm just gonna make it, no, dude, I could make it too not raunchy, but like too gruesome. Oh no, what if it's too gruesome for YouTube as usual?
And I'm just like super uninterested.
That sucks. Juan Pedro says, girls in prison can't ghost you because they have nowhere to go. Spoken like a true, what do they call them? POs? The officers that run the titties. The prison. I was looking at what you people were writing. Okay, don't make me send you people to the shadow realm. Because if boobas turn out to be some kind of stupid little kid character in some dumb, colorful, bouncy puppet show or something, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's not a puppet show, but it is a kid show.
Sarastina says Booba is like Teletubbies, but more confusing. I'm so angry. Stop.
No.
Oh my god. It's not funny. What the fuck is this? You damn right it only had one season. I'm glad they canceled it. My titties are more impressive than anything that this would ever have been.
It wasn't about being
Big breasts. Look, they actually look... I refuse to have an opinion on it. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 7. I'm a teacher. A parent of a former student contacted me in an emergency situation. Couldn't afford to pay bills and needed help. Why did they call the teacher? She was super helpful to me in my first year of teaching, so I asked the friends and family that I had to help in raising about $2,000 for her. Never again. She has contacted me every few weeks since then, always with a new reason on why she needs money. It has placed me in such an awkward situation, and I regret ever trying to help her out in the first place. Some of y'all gotta learn the hard way, boy. It sucks, dude. It sucks. Ninja said he watched an episode of that on shrooms, and I do not regret it. All I want are some gummies. Enough gummies to line a wall, so that when I stand up and I look and ask myself, which ones will I have today? It's not entirely different from a scene in a much cooler Willy Wonka video with like a black man, Black Willy Wonka. How come we made a Black Wizard of Oz, but there's no black, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? It'd be like Deshaun in the Chocolate Factory,
Don't speak.
Jerome in the Chocolate Factory.
Don't breathe life into that because they're already doing it with Peter Pan and some other thing.
That just looks like hot garbage, and it, I remember seeing that somewhere, and I was like, "Whoa, not necessary." Woke as fuck.
Make everyone black now.
That shit look way too woke. Like you can make a movie with a bunch of black characters, but when you making a movie with a bunch of black characters that looks like the way that they inject women into certain things for no reason, you're like, oh my god, it's overkill. Black Charlie Brown. What do we call Charlie Brown if he's black? Because Charlie Brown is white. What do we call I was gonna call him Charlie Milk or something like that. Is that weird? Charlie Milk instead of Charlie White. Straight jazzy. Hold on, let me see if there's like a... Hold on, let me see something real quick. I'm just gonna figure out if there is like a... Charlie Brown game remix. Hold on. Yeah, what? Good grief, good grief, good grief. Good grief. Jamal White. Black boobas are good, but so are white boobas. You know? Dark nipples, light nipples. I can't believe I found that out tonight. I don't want to have learned that. But you know the great thing about being Kyle, Kevin knows this, is that I can just forget. Give it a little bit of time.
I also know that.
Charlie Beige. Charlie Beige, bro. The Black Charlie Brown. Seriously though, if somebody drew that, I would make a video talking about like I'm Charlie Brown. You know, I'm Charlie Beige. And this is what my life is like, you know? And this bitch, we be out in the street trying to play dice, but she be scooping up the dice when I throw them down. That's bullshit. What you mean DMCA? This is my complete original OC, son. Charlie Beige. Okay? Jeez. What do we call Snoopy? Snoopy got to be a black dog now. What's the opposite of Snoopy? Charlie Beige. What's the opposite of Snoopy?
Only Snoop Lion.
What's a really black dog? Could he be a pit bull? What are the top African American dogs? Rottweilers. It's gonna have to be a Rottweiler or a pit bull. You know? No, I mean we get it, you know? But we gon' look, the Snoopy could sound, well, our Snoopy could sound like Snoop Dogg, but that can't be his name. We could just call him Pity. You know? Cause I'm thinking too deep on it now. Like I'm thinking like, you know how Snoopy kind of sounds like you're snooping and you're getting into other people's business. What if we call this dog Snitchy? Does that make sense? Snitchy. But instead of actually being a snitch, the first thing he always says is like, I ain't seen nothing. You know what I mean? And that's why everybody thinks Snitchy's so cool, is because it's ironic. His name is like, you expect this dog to just tell everything, but when you talk to him, he's like, man, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Swoopy though. Hey. Swoopy works. See, Snitchy is me overthinking it. It's a cool idea having a dog named Snitchy, but the dog is too cool to be a snitch. But damn, Swoopy. I kind of like that. We'll crowdsource this idea for an amazing idea that's probably already been done before. You know what I mean? And it's been done with a hell of a lot more, less like grace and subtlety. Like, I bet you if we just typed in Black Charlie Brown, we'd just find one. See? A Charlie Brown Kwanzaa. What the fuck?
Peace. How the fuck am I supposed to spoil my crack habit and all this motherfucking snow with no flow?
Jesus Christ. I thought I was bad. Wow. Whoa. How I'm supposed to score crack? God damn. Even I'm not that wild. That's just racist. You know what I mean? Damn. You ever see something so racist you go, damn. My God. All right. Number 6. There goes that. I used to frequently stay late at work. I used to frequently stay work at. I used to frequently stay late at work for clients who showed up to the veterinary clinic last minute with non-emergency problems and no appointment. Then, 3 times in a row with 3 different people, were told up front about the after-hours fee, agreed to pay instead of scheduling an appointment the next day. All of them called back the next day fussing that they shouldn't have been charged extra for keeping us 30 to 60 minutes past our scheduled hours, and that we were terrible in trying to run a scam by charging them for our time. Bitch, record them if they want to be on that bullshit and then have them sign a waiver. I'm over it. Get it in writing and get their signature if they want to be on that bullshit, because you don't get to make one decision now and then change your mind later. What are you, a woman in a relationship, bro? We're not dating, homie. I'm trying to do my job as a veterinary motherfucker. Jesus, you can pull that bullshit on your boyfriend or your husband. Bella's out here still trying to name a Glock. Oh, no. What are you naming? She's naming Woodstock now, but instead of Woodstock, it's Wood Glock. I would imagine that Belle is a lot more charming with her top off. I was almost going to say that. But let me tell you something. I am offended by this. This is the type of shit that I used to hear out of Dia. Can you be honest about that, Dia?
What?
That this is the kind of shit that I used to hear out of you when you were changing your name to things like Dia the Punster? Because then it was just a game to you. It was just a game.
Ha! This guy's so into me, I can say anything.
And then you sucked the fun out of that, so...
How did I sucked the fun out of you being named Dia the Punster? What do you mean?
No, of changing my name, because you would get upset. So.
Oh my God, it's my fault for getting upset because Dia the Punster is so fun and cool. Forgive me, Dia. You're very right. It was your own, name, and you had the choice for it to be whatever. I don't know why it got under my skin the way that it did, but it was Stripes tier trolling, where something about it just struck a nerve, Dia. How did you do it?
I don't know.
Maybe because I viewed
That's
you.
your own damn fault.
It's my own damn fault. You're right, Dia. Wow. You're right. That's not very titty-tacular of me, I guess.
Not at all, because I'm oh, I can do this, and you're man, you're just like this other person. I'm okay.
I compared you to somebody, and you remember it. Now that's interesting. More interesting than this list, I should say.
Yeah, you always compared me to Stripes.
Oh, I was saying that it reminded me of Stripes.
Yeah, and you know how much fun that is? Not at all.
Ooh. So it upset you at the time being compared to Stripes. Tell me more.
At the time, no one ever likes to be compared. It's like your mom comparing you to the fucking neighbor's kid because that kid is doing so much better than you. You should be just like them. It's but instead of that, it's even worse because it's all of anything you didn't like about this person, you were man, you're just like them in that way, and it's well, hot damn. I guess I'll stop and never do this again. You're the worst version of a mom.
It seems like you have some pretty strong feelings about this Kyle character. Seems like I should just kill myself.
Shut up, that's not funny. And you know damn well that I don't like those types of jokes, because it makes me want to cry.
Seems like I should just find the razor cyanide capsule. Cyanide dipped razor blade noose rope. The razors are in the rope, and they're dipped in cyanide, and they're attached to a boulder that I'm gonna fling over a bridge, and from the bottom of the ocean, I would gurgle my last. I'm sorry, I'm sorry that I'm a man of passion. A man of passion, all about big titties. I can only be me. I can only be me. But when everybody knows that I guess I'm gonna disappear one day, you guys will know wise. You guys can't crack wise, 'cause I'll be dead, having met my demise. Will you despise a new prize? Can you categorize the fear in my eyes? Between your thighs will I not reside? That doesn't fix. Okay. Between your thighs I will no longer resize my growing appendage. And that's no lies. I cries, me dies.
Oh my gosh, it always goes back to the sock puppets, doesn't it?
What sock puppets?
Syphil and Ollie.
Oh, she's thinking about the Syphil and Ollie sketch where the puppets go, how she was like plant killer to me. I blew my grow, I blew my grow. She kill, I die. I blew my grow, she kill, I die. I die. That's good shit. All right, never mind. What a poem. Oh, man. I used to frequently stay up late for work. You read this already. Jesus Christ. Number 5, all right? Did I finish that one? Who cares, man? It's all the same fucking entry. Number 5. When I had a truck during college, everyone suddenly wanted me to help them move. That's the great part about when I buy a truck is that I'm not going to have any friends, you know? So, you know, good luck. So everybody wanted me to help them move out. Most were cool and gave me money or ordered pizza. One time, however, some dude that I barely knew needed some help. Why did you agree? I show up and nothing is packed in this dude's apartment. He had a giant fish tank and lived on the 3rd floor. How do you agree to stuff like this? Ugh. Sorry, like the inside of my stomach is like about to come out. How do you know about stuff like this? How do you know about stuff like this? He had a giant fish tank, 3rd floor, no elevator. It was an effing nightmare, and I never got a dime or even food or even some beers. I never talked to him again after that. And he wouldn't need you to. You have already exhausted your purpose, slave. Slave? And he didn't have to pay a mover because some frumpy dick was willing to come do this. I don't know.
How do you not say no at that point when you realize that this is a bad decision?
I really do wonder if someone would try to pull that on me and they don't even know me just because they know that I have a pickup. It's nuts. Super Chris says, nothing is racist. I'm genuinely sick of people calling the most inoffensive things racist. Well, people call everything on the internet everything, you know? You need to just let it bounce off your ass, man. You know how often I get called toxic because everything that I say is sunshine and fucking roses or some shit? It's nuts. It's nuts, but these kids don't get to dictate what is and isn't toxic. But I do know one thing. We're going to grow into a world where they are out here literally like a slight breeze is just going to destroy them. And that'll be pretty cool. That'll be a pretty cool future where some people can, you know, they can't take it. Just blow up, you know? Pretty cool.
What are people just going to be automatically combustible?
Yeah, they're going to be, you know, spontaneous combustion people. You know, buy your body cams now while they're cheap because shit, I'm gonna monopolize body cameras in the future. Don't miss a person combusting. Replay that at home over and over. Man, this guy the other day. You know, well, y'all giving bullies power these days. That's pretty cool. You can't say that. How can you say that? You can't say that. No. I remember how I was saying back in the day that when it comes to people like, okay, if you whine and you moan, dude, you make yourself a bigger target. And I used to liken it back to teabagging people. Okay? I've teabagged people in Halo and Destiny, just about whatever game you can. But the best target for a hot teabag, dude, is the person who's gonna have the biggest problem with it. You teabag someone and they're like, oh my god, this fucking guy. You know what I mean? That ain't a big deal. But you teabag somebody and you can hear them going, stop doing me! That's so it's not sportsmanlike. You can't teabag. That is toxic. Bro, forget the rest of this team. Y'all ever play Call of Duty back in the day where you're playing a free-for-all match and you know that, okay, it's gun game, and the way that gun game works is when you kill somebody with a gun, you graduate to the next gun. And when you kill somebody with that gun, you graduate to the next gun until you do that enough times to where you have used all the guns and you are the winner. But in that game mode, if you knife someone, you can demote them. So sometimes people are just running around knifing people, knowing that they're going to demote them back down a tier to the last gun that they were using. And sometimes if you get knifed so much, you can't even get past the first gun. So yeah, some people used to be on mic literally going crazy because somebody's running around with a knife, and it just made it the most exhilarating fucking experience in the world to be the knifer. And it's called humiliation was the accolade or the challenge title. When you kill somebody, you get like a little medal for demoting them. And to just hear these kids going, "Why are you knifing, bro?" Forget everybody else. You're looking for that kid now. And if you can find him and get just a little bit more of that in your ear, they have ruined what games used to be, because now that we all have capture software, it's literally as bad as, imagine back in the day if aliens really were visiting us and all over the skies and going crazy and bullshit like that. Now that we all have cameras and, HD digital cameras on our doorbells and everything like that, it seems like the aliens are just fucking nowhere to be found. Where are all the UFOs? You know what I mean? But just like back in the day, when the funnest, most amazing things were being said and heard on Xbox Live and in these Halo lobbies, we have the software now to capture these exhilarating and life-changing pieces of, like, they would charge us, you know what I mean? They would give us moxie and motivation to live, and you could go back and just listen to it's like a pair of titties that you stare at on the wall and go, you know what? Not today. You know what I mean? But bro, now that we have the ability to capture them, they've taken the ability, they've ruined every game with skill-based matchmaking. Nobody's in party chat anymore. It just sucks. It just sucks. It's just a teabag, baby. My mother and her new husband had moved into a new place and invited all the kids over for Christmas. In previous years, we would buy a whole turkey dinner from somewhere, so no one had to cook. So imagine my surprise when my husband and I walk in. My mother walks out of the kitchen, hands me a spoon and says, "Good, you're finally here," and goes to sit down in the living room. After a quick and awkward conversation, it was determined that my job was to make sure everything currently in progress, that had not even been started, got to the table on time, while everyone else socialized. What? With no previous discussion? I don't give a shit how related we are, Dia. We just fucking leave. Can you imagine? You and I show up, and the implication is that we are both to be cooking when none of this had been fucking, previously discussed? I just smack myself in the head and go, "Oh my God, what are we doing here? I hate this place." And then we just leave. Yep. You think it's a competition of who wants to be here the most? It's quite the opposite, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want to be here in the first place. You know what I mean? This is an obligatory let's get together scenario in the event that we die, and it would have been the last fucking bing bong we spent together. But I am dying being here. Let's make this clear. Get to the table on time, please, while y'all socialize. I mean, to be honest, maybe it would be dodging a bullet. Maybe I'd rather do anything than be out there talking to these people. It's crazy, isn't it? Ugh. It's still wrong. So basically, I was the help. Yeah. Get to work, put on this apron, and should have realized that I was the help. So any feelings I had about that was my fault. I was a good cook, and my mother taught me everything. Not. So I owed her. I did it. Not knowing the family dynamics, my new step-siblings were very thankful and appreciative for all of my efforts, which caused a meltdown from my mother about how we all should be thanking her. Why? You didn't do any of the work. You know? Do you want to get poisoned? This is how you get poisoned. Here, cook the food. I hate you. Interesting. Allow me some time in the kitchen, ma'am.
I guess you've chosen death.
Yeah, I've been holding on to this cyanide razor-dipped friggin' noose that I can just chop up into some mashed potatoes or something, you know?
Yeah.
My God.
Mashed potatoes.
That was the first time I used the phrase that has come in handy for these situations. I'm sorry, it'll never happen again. And it never did. They weren't happy when they finally realized what that meant. Number 3, I had a newish neighbor ask if I could borrow, or if they could borrow, the lawnmower. So I was like, sure. More or less every week, he would come and get it out of our garage. He would use it to cut his grass, put it away without cleaning it or adding any gas. In the fall, we mentioned it was a good time to get deals on a new mower, and then he never talked to us again. How do you say, yeah, you can borrow it one time and then they just come get it every time they need it? How do people do it, bro? How do people do it? Have you guys had a good day? What are you excited about? Was it a bad day and you're just glad it's over?
I didn't know that you were getting subtitles for your stream.
I deserve them.
That you do.
Ladies off her rockers, says Kevin. Sasuke says, ready for more than likely disappointing Avengers stream tomorrow. It's not going to be a stream. It's going to be a video, my dude. They said they knew better than to do a live stream again. Because I would imagine it would just be a bunch of people going, this sucks, in the stream chat. And they're completely right.
Does that mean that they're going to turn off their comments?
Yeah, you got to wonder if the comment section is going to be disabled. But nah, it'll be a bunch of virtue signalers and staff in there, you know? Just going, this is the greatest thing ever. Everybody agree with me. You know? Shit. Oh my god. What a nightmare. We'll see what they delete, though. That'll be good stuff. I'm sure they have something up their sleeve, Dia. It'll be surprising. And it'll blow everybody's minds. And they'll be so excited.
It'll surprise and blow me away in how crap that it'll be.
Yeah, I know your comment. You want to show up and be all like, y'all still making this game? God damn. Why don't you get some self-awareness? Y'all ain't gonna have a job in a couple of months. Everybody's gonna be like, whoa, Dia, who's this girl? Number 2, when a good friend of mine that I worked under had cancer and wasn't able to pay some bills, I loaned her $200 just to help. Okay, here's a really delicate question for everybody. Somebody you know has cancer and they're kind of a dick. Do you kind of just give them that one? You know what I mean?
That's a bit of a loaded question.
It doesn't need to be loaded. Trying to study for an exam I have tomorrow afternoon, but I keep thinking about the strawberry ice cream in the freezer.
You have strawberry ice cream?
Put it on your chest, Belle. It'll make all of this easier.
What the hell is wrong with
I heard really interesting things about ice cream in people's bodies, Dia.
Did you know?
Yeah. It won't work on your body because you have a bronze, perfect skin tone body that's like the fusion of the white and the black races. You are exactly the kind of you're like a Nubian woman.
A Nubian?
I'm gonna look up Nubian woman, right? And see if I can find your skin shade in here. Nah, these girls too dark. But I like how they glisten in there. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Pretty, yeah.
They like glisten and they shining and shit. Look at that Wonder Woman. She's got your skin complexion right there. The one on the right, that's your tone. Yeah. So why don't you like stunt on women online and be all like,
Hey guys, I know you want to look like this, but your skin will never look this way. I just roll out of bed and I look like this. So, I mean, it's only gonna last a couple of years, but whatever.
because
Oh my
Dia.
gosh, I hate you.
What do you mean? We're all aging. It's not like a you specific thing. You know what I'm talking about? Dia, I think when you get older, you're gonna get darker. Do you believe this?
No.
No? You think you're gonna get lighter when you get older?
Yes, based on my family.
Do you think I'm gonna get lighter when I get older?
No, I think you'll stay the same.
In the grave. At the bottom of the ocean.
Stop. I hate it.
Number 2. When a good friend of mine that I worked with when a good friend of mine that I worked under had cancer and wasn't able to pay some of his bills, I loaned them $200 just to help. I was only 18 at the time and felt bad because she had kids. It was right around the holidays and was I just wanted to help however I could. That is what it says.
I guess they stayed 18 forever.
What do you mean you have a friend? And you're 18. How old are they? Well, I just wanted to help however I could and be a good person in life. She promised to help pay me back when she could. Turns out she lied about having cancer? Didn't see this coming. Didn't see this coming, my dude. Turns out she lied about having cancer, was stealing from the company that she worked at, scammed my other coworkers, and would come in after calling out of work for her chemo to make fraudulent returns while I was overseeing the store by myself because she called out. I got that bitch fired and I got a promotion to her position after. I don't know what to say.
Fuck that bitch. That's all there is to say. Fuck her. How dare she?
I don't know. I'll say one thing, and I guess it's the thing that I've been thinking about not saying, but the truth is usually every list we have like a kid diddling story, and that's not this list, but we did have somebody lie about having cancer, and that is more than I anticipated. Number 1. I had a friend years ago who was a bit self-centered and prone to stretching the truth. But he was a nice enough guy with a rough backstory, and my friend group liked him, so we cut him some slack. I like to host, and I have friends staying over pretty regularly back then. I usually had 1 or 2 people spending the night on any given day. Anyhow, over the span of a couple of years, this guy starts abusing this. He starts staying over for days or even weeks at a time, eating my food, drinking my liquor without contributing, that sort of thing. Bitch, you the one allowing it. You are the one allowing it. While constantly taking or talking about his grand plans and daydreams as if they had already happened, it was a little sad, but also pretty annoying after a while. So I sit him down one day and let him know he's gotta head home and that he's free to come over and hang out, but I'm not comfortable with him staying over for the time being. He leaves. I think it went remarkably well, and I head out to work. Turns out that he broke in while I was away at work, stole a bunch of my sister's things because his birthday was coming, and neither of us even thought to get him a gift. This is an excuse for stealing. How would you know that neither of them thought to get you a gift if the birthday hasn't arrived?
Yeah. It's just an excuse to be a crappy person.
You know, you wish you had some of these things on tape. It takes a special kind of person to rationalize burglarizing someone is really their fault. All slack and sympathy went out the window immediately. I called the cops and he's dead to me. Good. I'm glad. That's exactly what I'd like to hear at the end of a story like this. It takes a special type of motherfucker to break in somewhere. That is so disgusting.
And then blame you for it. Like, this is your fault. I like how he must have thought that he was gonna get away with it too. Like, oh, these people like me enough that they won't do anything.
Sasuke said he said he looked like Mr. Popo, bro. Okay, would y'all? This list came so close to not getting made, so I'm glad that I got off my ass and made it happen. Okay, I want to see what this is, but I can't look at it in the stream. It says it's not safe for life.
Oh, damn.
Damn, you know it's bad when the thread was locked.
That's a bad start.
That's a bad start. That's a bad start. Ooh, I've seen this one because yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Who does that?
Dumb bitches, Dia. What you mean who does this? I've been in the midst of dumb bitches like this.
I don't.
I know that you haven't, and Dia, you're just, God is my witness, you're with me when we're with my mom. And you hear me talking about dumb bitches, and she's like, oh, well, as a woman, I don't like you using that terminology. I'm like, whether or not you like to hear it, ma'am. You know what I mean? It doesn't eradicate the fact that there are dumb bitches out here. This girl pulled a gun out, playing with it, because a firearm is a weapon. You a dumb bitch like that. And that's somebody else's life because they were in close proximity to you. That's that. Wow. 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 Imagine losing your life because you're simply too close to someone that's dumb enough to fuck up in a capacity that can just free you from your existence now. Holy shit, Dia. Read this. Read this, Dia.
I can't. What does it say?
It says he survived. He just can't open one of his eyes anymore. And the chick got arrested. That's the real question because you see the blood motherfucking leaking out the nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How did he survive that?
How?
Huh?
God's name do you
How?
that?
Can I tell you something crazy? The girl only got 6 months.
For damn near killing someone, apparently.
They tried to put me away for life for something they couldn't prove. But this bitch recorded herself capping a dude in the head and got 6 months. It must be wild to be a woman. Y'all. It must be wild to be a woman.
Someone said it. It's the judge that's the real veggie.
It ain't about the judge.
It really is.
It's about the system, Dia. It's about the system.
The judge could have enforced it to the
Dia, do we blame the judges when the police get away with everything that they get away with? Or do we blame the system?
I blame everyone.
Everybody has a role to play, but society makes one thing okay. Do you get what I'm saying? And the terrifying thing is, yeah, some judge could jump up and be like, hey, I'm not going to allow that. And be a beacon and be what we all should be. And he'll pay for it. He'll pay for it with his life. Potentially his position, even if he gets to stay alive. They're going to gang up on him. They're going to group up on him. Police going to follow this dude around, you know? That's life. I'm over it. This is the sickest thing I've ever seen, son. This chick recorded herself shooting somebody in the head and got 6 months for it. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, guys. So, you know, I want you to know I love you to death. Uncensored boobs for the whole video? No way. This is YouTube titties too? Man, that's crazy. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh. Well, there's nothing back there. Why? Okay, why are you doing this? I mean, I guess it's... Yeah, you know, I'm not one to, you know, say that it's not nice or something. It's just... Well, Dia... I just want it to make sense, you know? I hope you guys have had all the pretzels that you wanted and things have made sense in your life and that you have the figurative PlayStation 5 of your dreams, because I want that for you. I want you to be happy and I want you to have whatever you feel you deserve. You find something cool, send it my way. Snapchat, CYAEL. The Discord link is in the description, and Linda has actually posted it right in the chat. So if you feel like making that happen, getting yourself some notifications, do so. Thank you all for being you. Special thanks to the supporters and the patrons. Look at you guys keeping this whole ship afloat. You know, without you, you might say, this whole channel could be a good deed gone wrong. Does that fit? Does that work? I don't know. Aiden's like, Kyle, did you manage to get yourself a PS5 yet? No, but I'm going to try to pull the trigger on one tomorrow because I heard there's going to be a chance that some of them become available. I heard a spicy tip. So I'm going to put a nice hole in my wallet. Walmart and McDonald's have the most workers on food stamps and Medicaid, says a new study. But why does the picture have like caution tape in front of the Walmart? Like there was a shooting here or something. Seems more interesting than it really was. There's this kick-ass pie skin coming to... Oh my god, look what somebody made.
That is so fucking cool.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
That's creepy as all hell. That's creepy as all hell. What I love, Dia, about this skin is the feet and the hands. Let me try to find this for you. Fortnite skins. There it is. Shut up. They got this new... Well, they got a corn skin coming. Don't nobody care about that. Oh my god, Venom, damn. Oh shit! Dia, look at the one with all of the ink coming off of him.
That's
oh wow! He looks even madder! Dia, look at his face!
Yeah.
The pattern on him is different too.
Yeah.
That is sick, son. No.
That's how you burn up bigger
Mercy me. I haven't seen a skin that's made me want to just reach for the wallet. Does anybody want to give me whatever amount that it's going to cost for this? If you are watching this off stream and you want to make Kael's day, because I've been taking off my glasses to cry with no PlayStation 5. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, excuse me. Dia, you didn't hear that, did you?
Yes.
You know? Oh, he has a popped variation. Look at that. This is just too cute. What the fuck? There it is. There he is. The pie man. Don't you love how like his legs look like wrapped? Bro, when do you think Fortnite switches to the new phase? You know? People could diss Fortnite all they want, man. That's a funny ass game. That is a funny bucket of dum dum, and that's all it needs to be. And let me tell you something, man. If I haven't said it before, the Travis event. I don't care for Travis or whatever he's all about. I think that Fortnite event was one of the coolest fucking things in Zawarudo, son. Everybody else experienced it from a really lame angle. Okay, I forgot all about the underwater part, Dia. Why do you think we can't just play this whenever we want? That's the real nightmare.
Why can't we?
This is my favorite part right here. When we start like just like zipping into the cosmos and shit, Dia. What the bing bong? You know what I'm talking about? Whatever. I love you guys. I hope you have an interesting evening. I hope that we'll have ways to share more things that we're into. Does it mean I need to start reviewing movies so that we can enjoy that together? Oh, I forgot about this one movie that's in the public domain that I kind of wanted to watch together. I was supposed to be on camera today. How did I forget that? Well, we started cleaning up, so.
Oh.
What?
Why don't you do the event?
I'm tired, Dia. I'll do it
You're
tomorrow.
supposed to start an anime, but I guess that ain't happening.
Start what anime? What do you mean?
Yesterday you said, Dia, pick an anime that we can.
Wasn't that technically today?
Yes.
So tomorrow. You thought I meant when we wake up, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can start it now if you want to. So what does that have to do with the stream? What does that have to do with the stream?
No, I'm saying that if you're tired to play a game, then you're definitely tired to watch anything.
No, we can watch an anime. It ain't gonna kill me. They'll get to crank something up. Damn, Dia. I like Dia. She's pulling a total anime.
What about me?
With her hands on her hips.
Tired? No.
Juan Pedro says, OCs would beat the hair off and break their legs by putting them against a wall and stomping on them. What's OCs? Like somebody's original...
Yes. Original character.
Who?
Huh? No, OC means original character.
I know, but they're just talking about some OCs? I don't understand. Toxic says, imagine that there was a Marvel Santa event for Avengers. It would be awesome. Toxic, unfortunately, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, man. That game's gonna... I don't see it getting the attention it needs to keep getting money after it fulfills its contractual obligations. Once they drop Spider-Man, I think they're gonna close up shop. And let me tell you something. I believe the shop has already been closed for the most part. You feel me? So there is that. Teddy Oyama just said, I just joined the stream and somehow YouTube has subtitles for Kael. Is this new, guys?
Yes.
Do you not typically have subtitles for me? Well, it doesn't mean that I'm like verified or special or anything in YouTube's eyes. YouTube can't stand Kael, and that's the way that it's gonna stay. But if it's listening to what I'm saying well enough to translate it and I'm being so articulate that it can understand every word of what I'm saying, then maybe what I need to do is watch my fing ding dangling, wimmy wham ting tangling, fribby dop stipple dip on the flim flam tibble time of a mouth. Because if it can translate that, then we'll be in friggin' trouble. Yeah, hold on, stay. But if it's listening to what I'm saying well enough to translate it and I'm being so articulate that it can understand every word of what I'm saying, then maybe what I need to do is watch my fing ding dangling, wimmy wham ting tangling, fribby dop stipple dip on the flim flam tibble time of a mouth. Because if it can translate that, then we'll be in friggin' trouble. Yeah, I didn't think it could. Oh boy. Man, what does the site have against me? Oh, correctional officers. See? Why did he write OCs instead of COs? See what I'm talking about? Guys, have a wonderful night. Join the Discord, like the video, go to my wish list. You don't have to get anything, just judge. That's what I want you to do. Here's a link to the wish list. Go judge everything that's on there and laugh at me. I know that's what you want to do. I'm all about entertaining you in more facets of life than makes sense. Toxic says, you watch anime on stream. I would if I could. It's not something that YouTube would allow me to do. It's not something that Twitch would allow me to do. What we need to do is find a website that doesn't give a shit and see how long we could get away with with doing things on that. Wouldn't that be crazy? Is that a new zone? Why is it pulsating like that?
Because of the event thingy.
Understood. All right, guys. Love you. Have a wonderful night. Stay out of trouble, and I'll be back tomorrow. Or maybe even sooner. Oh, go set a reminder for that Avenger stream that's happening in 12 hours. Or maybe 11 and a half hours. Love ya.